Hi, Keith Chasson with Quantum Energy Wellness. About a year ago, we bought what's called a Quantum Energy Wellness bed, or med bed, I call it. And when we got the bed in, it came with this tablet. And on the tablet, it's got a list of frequencies. These frequencies target specific areas of the body. They target specific health conditions. And they're designed to play through the bed for frequency healing, both audibly and conductively, since it's actually played through the bed. And so about the same time that we bought the bed, our daughter Danae was introduced to something called an AO scanner, a really cool technology. And what it actually does is it records your voice. You see, ever since birth, every experience we've ever had emotionally is stored in our vocal cords. And what this technology does is when you leave a 10-second recording, it analyzes over 10,000 different frequencies, and it finds the top 3 that are overstimulated with the individual client at the time, and the main one that's suppressed. And then it generates balancing tones, balancing frequencies to bring those imbalances back into homeostasis. And then what we do in our particular clinic is we do what's called the Easy Scan. And not only does it do an inner voice, just like I explained, analyzing the 10,000 different frequencies, but it also does a complete vital scan and a complete body comprehensive scan. And the information is absolutely remarkable. It amazes me what we store in our bodies and or we store in our vocal cords, and how those emotions can actually manifest into physical health situations. And sometimes it's not good. And so we're gonna have Jamie, my wife, do her inner voice. And then once she's done with it, I'm gonna go through it and show everyone exactly what we find, what the system has found through her scan. All right, stay tuned.
I am Jamie Chasson. I am married to Keith. We live in Houma, Louisiana on Midland. We have 2 children, Dane and Danae.
Okay, so Jamie did her inner voice, and this is what comes up, the inner voice report. And there's several elements to this report. Number 1, this is the actual tones that are out of balance, the top 3. If you can see, she's got D sharp, A, and F sharp that are overstimulated. C sharp and black, that's the main one that's suppressed with her. And then the system generated A, D sharp, and C to balance the first 3 overstimulated tones or notes, and G to balance the suppressed C sharp. And so this creates a personal sound bath for each client. And in this case, it's for Jamie. And we can actually set which music overlay we want. We usually do Zen meditation, and then we'll play continuous. And here's her tones. And so we play this, we Bluetooth it through our bed, through the Quantum Energy Wellness bed, and the client gets to listen to this and feel it conductively while they're doing their med bed session, okay? The next element is, during the analysis, the vital scan, the system picked up certain homeopathic remedies and certain nutritional supplementation that Jamie's body wants right now. So there's a bunch of homeopathics preloaded through the AO scan system, but we also added a few supplements ourselves. Like I'm very partial to Laetril, which is apricot, the extract of apricot seeds. Really, really good for issues with malignancies throughout the body. And then Nutriswish, hydrostatin molecular encapsulated glutathione, is also something that we load the energy of into the system. And so when it did the scan, it found that Jamie needs 1 capsule of Laetril, 2 teaspoons of Nutriswish, and it also picked up bacteria detox, something called belladonna, and Verma Plus detox. These are homeopathic remedies that we're going to imprint the frequencies of those into a glass of water. And then Jamie's going to drink it right after she drinks it, she's going to go and do 2 teaspoons of Nutriswish. All right, so let me show you how the imprinting works. All right, so here's how we imprint. I got a glass of water. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this button here, and that's going to erase any negative frequencies in the water. Do that again, make sure I got it. So this is erasing any negative frequencies in the water. Now we're going to imprint. Okay, and that's it. All right, so here's the elements of this report we get. So we just talked about the imprinting of the frequencies of these homeopathics into the water. We gave that to Jamie. She drank that up, and then now here's the elements of the vitals report. And so in the first section, it's any food sensitivities that it picked up during the inter-voice scan, and it basically identifies only the areas that are out of normal range or out of optimal balance. And if you notice right here under dairy, it says she currently has a sensitivity to mozzarella cheese. That is on a diminishing function risk, so it's a low sensitivity. And then sheep cheese, she's showing a 9, so that particular cheese would be inflammatory to her right now. And now's not a good time for her to eat blackberries. She's showing a sensitivity to blackberries as well. And so you'll be able to go down your own list for your scan. And then different components of the blood. She's finding something called the circulating immune complex is a little inflamed, and her granulocytes and linoleic acid is also showing out of balance. Then the next section is the chakras, and it's showing that all of her chakras are actually in the normal range, so none of those are out of balance. And if you want to learn about the chakras, it actually sends a little legend, a little report of each of the 7 chakras, energy centers, if you will. And then it comes down to the meridians, the different meridians of the body. And it shows that for the most part, she's in balance till it gets to her kidney meridian. It's showing an 8, but her previous scan was a 9, and now it's an 8, so it's moving in the right direction. It's also showing her liver is a 1, which is underperforming. So she's having a little struggle right there. It's got something going on. Everything else is perfect. And then this just talks about all the different meridians, explains what they are. And then it gets into the rest of the comprehensive scan, which is the gastrointestinal functions, complete nutritional analysis, and then physical function of different areas of the body. Endocrine system, collagen index, cardiovascular, then any toxicities that her body might be experiencing right now. Then it gets into some specifics of different organs and different areas of the body. Like this is basically an area for small intestine that's showing low function. So she might be struggling when it comes to digestion right now. And then here's her adrenals. Her adrenals are actually showing inflamed. Not both, just it looks like her right adrenal. And then this is a right, some artery in her kidney is showing that she's got an issue with it. Not quite sure what that is. And so it's very comprehensive. There's a lot of vascular reports that it'll give, even all the way down to the chromosome level. There's issues going on with the chromosomes. So we do this scan for every client that comes to our wellness center. That's the scan that we do with every client that comes to our wellness center. But also, because of the nature of the technology, we could actually collect the information we need to do an inner voice scan for anyone, anywheres in the world. Doesn't matter if you're living in the United States, what state you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in Canada, Australia, the UK. Heck, it doesn't even matter if you live in Antarctica. All we need is just a little bit of information, a 10-second recording, and we can do the exact same scan for you and then turn around and email it to you so that you can have a good idea of areas that you might need to be working on within your body. Also, through the scanner, you notice when I was talking about the imprinting, it identified that Jamie needed certain supplementation. Through that, we could also make some recommendations that your body wants to bring itself back into homeostasis, and if so, we can help you and make arrangements for you to get the protocol, the nutritional protocol that your body wants. All right. So I hope that answers some questions. If you do have anything else that you're curious about when it comes to what we do at Quantum Energy Wellness, feel free to reach out. Send me an email at keith@thecube.com. That's TheQuewb.com. Keith@thecube.com. Or you can give me a call, 985-804-6959, or just shoot me a text. Either way, I'm happy to connect and get your questions answered and get you moving more towards a healthier you. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye.